holiday, having fun, of course, in America. And then you guys know what happens. Yeah, I start my period. Hi guys, welcome back to Mia's Life. Today, I am going to be doing a sort of period update thing because lots of you guys have been asking about it. And guys, I am actually in Hollywood. If you didn't already know that. If you don't watch the Family Fizz vlogs, you wouldn't know this. But I'm in Hollywood right now on holiday, so it's so much fun. By the way, guys, this is my sister's room because in my room it has really terrible lighting, so I'm having to put you guys on my sister's windowsill and sit here. So yeah, I'm on holiday, and of course, guys, you know what happens. I'm always on my period when I'm on holiday. It was actually really nice though, because the last holiday I went on, I was in Tenerife. I was there for a week and I actually wasn't on my period for that holiday. I think that's been like the first holiday since I started my periods that I haven't been on it when I'm on holiday. Why does that always happen, like, Mia Corns? Why do you always like have your period when you like don't want it? I was very lucky about the Tenerife holiday. It was actually my birthday the day we left there, so I was really lucky that I was on my period. However, a month later on my mum's birthday, I was on my period. So I am on my period, which is incredibly annoying, Mia Corns. Today I'm going to be doing a period update sort of thing, so without further ado, let's get on to the video. So guys, something I've noticed about my period is, like, I think the last period update I did, I was like, this was quite a while ago actually. So like my periods got a bit more like regular and a bit more like samey like before. On my last period update, I think that was like my 3rd or 4th period when I did that. So it was a bit all like different, and it just was different like every different cycle. I feel like now my periods got a bit more just samey. So what I've noticed about it is that I actually have quite light periods. Like I think I've only ever had one heavy period, and that was my 2nd period like ever. And that was, of course, on holiday, Mia Corns. That was when I was on holiday in Italy, which was incredibly annoying, and that was a really horrible period. I had really bad cramps and I was really bloated on that period. But anyways, yeah, so that's something I've noticed about myself, about my period, that it's quite light. And also another thing is, personally I'd prefer my period to be like short and heavy, but mine is light and long. So my period usually lasts like 6, 7, once it even lasted 8 days, which is absolutely crazy because the average amount is like 5 days. And on my period app, on my period tracker app, Clue, it actually said that if I get another 8-day period, I probably should go to the doctor, but luckily that hasn't happened. I think that's just because obviously I am like nearing the end of my 1st year of having periods, so I haven't had it for like super long time, so it will always be like a bit different for like the 1st year, Mia Corns. However, despite the fact that my period is very light and very long, I get really bad cramps, which is really annoying, and I get bloated quite a lot. And that means that is very annoying because I'm on holiday. I like to wear like crop tops and things like that and like nice summery clothes, but like when you're bloated, it's really annoying. So I'm having to wear like this top I really like because it's not a crop top, as you can see, Mia Corns, but it's still like summery and it like shows off your shoulders and stuff. But it's just really annoying having to like not being able to wear like crop tops. And if you want to go like, if you want to wear your bikini and you want to go swimming, it's just, it's not fun having your period on holiday. I really do not like it. Yesterday I went to the Malibu Creek and it was really amazing and it was really nice and it was just so beautiful there. We had like a hike to get to the creek, and then on the way back we had to do like the hike again. But on the way back it was so horrible because basically I had like the worst cramps, and I checked on my phone, I checked on Clue, and I was like, yep, I'm gonna start my period. And then this morning, what did I say? Yep, started my period, which is very fun. Yeah, it's quite annoying. I really do hate having my period on holiday, Mia Corns. Why does it always have to happen when I'm on holiday? Like, why can't it happen like when I'm not on holiday? One thing that I have found out about myself, just general like period update, not about it being on holiday, is that I absolutely hate tampons, but I absolutely love them at the same time. Is that weird, Mia Corns? Like, I really do like hate using tampons. Like, it's not a very nice thing, and I just don't like doing it and like using it. But then again, I really hate using pads, so it's like but I really do like wearing a tampon because then you can't feel anything and it doesn't even feel like you're on your period. But it's just, oh, it's not fun, Mia Corns. But if you guys haven't started your periods yet, or even if you have and you haven't used tampons yet, don't be scared to use them. They're not actually as bad as you think it is. If you are like, if you haven't used tampons yet and you like want to, or just anything like that, I actually have done a video, my tampon story, so I definitely recommend checking that out. So the tampons I use are by Little Lits, and yeah, I just love Little Lits because they're smaller, but they still have like the same absorbency as like other brands, so I really love that. Anyways, Mia Corns, I thought rather than just complaining about having period on holiday, I thought I'd give you guys some tips for like having your period on holiday, because it's just not the funnest experience. So I just have some tips from experience because most of my periods are when I'm on holiday. My first tip is when you're on the plane, always wear like a bigger pad than you usually would, just because I feel like on the plane you're just awkward and it's just not nice. Like, I really hate having my period when I'm on a plane because I really hate plane journeys as it is, and it just makes me feel really rubbish normally. So when I'm on my period as well, it's not fun, Mia Corns, not fun at all. So yeah, I just always like to wear a bigger pad because sometimes I feel like if you have like turbulence and you really need to change your pad because like you feel like it's gonna leak or something, and then it's just not good because then it's like you don't want to get like things all down your trousers. Also, if you're wearing tampons, I'd be really careful with them, just because obviously if you leave a tampon in for too long, it's not very good and you can get like really bad stuff happen. So like I think the maximum is 8 hours, so you just want to be careful if you're using a tampon on a plane or like when you're traveling or something. Is just, you want to be super careful with tampons, like not leaving them in too long. I find when you're in a colder country, you don't have to like change your pad as much, but if not, if you're like in a hot country, you get quite sweaty and it's just not very good to like, you have to change your pad more often. That's another tip for you guys, like you just need to be like change your pad more often because you will have to if you're in a hotter climate. I also recommend wearing like something black on the plane, like wearing like black leggings or something. That's something that I did on my last plane, on the plane journey here. I wasn't actually on my period on the plane journey, very lucky about that. Luckily I won't be on the way back either, which I just realized. I didn't even realize that. I just realized I've actually like quite like having it here, because that way I'm not gonna get it, that way I didn't get my period on the way here or on the way back, which is good. But yeah, I recommend like wearing black pants and black leggings, just because if not, stains will really show. If your pad or tampon does leak, then it's good to wear something black. Or if you can't wear something black, I recommend like having a hoodie so you can like tie it around you, and that's really good that way. If you like track your period like I do, like on an app or something, and like it's saying that you're supposed to like have started your period like a couple of days ago, or if it comes early, or if it's just like way heavier than usual, way lighter than usual, way shorter, way longer than usual, and you're like on holiday, that is usually like, don't be worried about it, because that has happened to me when we went to China. Basically what happened is it was really weird. My period was really quite light, and then it lasted a couple of days, and then it was really weird. Basically it lasted like 4 days, my period, or something like that, which was really short for me. And then when we got back home to England like a week later, then I had my period again, which was really weird because I only had like a week in between my period, which usually it's like a couple of weeks in between my period. So that was super weird. But yeah, don't be like worried if there's like something wrong with you or something like that, and that's why your period's like being all weird. It's probably just because of like the time zone, and even just like going on a plane, or even if you don't go on a plane, even if you don't go far, just being in like a different setting, that can just mess up your body a bit. So I just feel like don't be super worried if your period's a bit weird. One thing I recommend doing is if you are going like on a plane in a different country, I recommend packing quite a lot of pads and like tampons, or if you use them, in your suitcase, just because I find in some other countries they can have like different stuff to what you usual, different products and things like that. And also I find in some countries they are really expensive, so I definitely recommend like packing all your stuff in your suitcase if you can. If not, you can always buy them over wherever you're going, but I just find sometimes they can be really expensive, or they can be really different or just weird. And basically, yeah, it's just best to have like the ones that you use like a pack in your suitcase. That's what I like to do. I also like to keep mine a couple in my bag at all times, even when I'm not on holiday, just all the time. I just keep like a pad and a tampon in there all the time here because it's really important to do that. And then last but not least, the most important tip at any time in your life is don't let your period hold you back, especially on holiday. Like if you want to go in the pool, I definitely recommend just, if you don't use tampons, I just definitely recommend just trying it and just like getting in the pool and just don't let your period hold you back, and just like try and do as much as you possibly can, because if not, you can really regret it. Because going on holiday is like a really amazing thing, and then like if you can't like do something when you're on holiday because of your period, it can be really annoying. It's just like, it's a really annoying thing, like if it doesn't hold you back, if it holds you back. So just don't let it hold you back and just do everything you would as if you weren't on your period. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you haven't already, make sure to click subscribe to become a #Miyacon. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!